Well, hello, everybody. Hello, can you go? How we doing tonight? It's me. And the Damagers. Thank you, Damagers. I wasn't even ready. I saw you guys come in. I wasn't even ready for all the Damagers. And, of course, the International Consortium of Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwiches here as well. Sleeveless MTG, first time chat. Thank you, man. Welcome. I'm Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And I'm drinking water. I feel like my brain has turned on a little bit. I feel like my deck has gotten to the point where it's not terrible. For those of you who don't know, I had about 102 fever. 102, 103. I think I peaked about 103 and a half for about 3 days, and it completely pickled my brain. And I've been really unable to play Magic well since then. This is the first day today I felt like I got 4 wins in a row, and I feel like I was able to actually accomplish something out of my fever-addled brain. Yeah, I oh my god, I was so sick, you guys. I was so fucking sick. You don't even know how fucking sick I was, man. You don't even fucking have an eye. Oh no, it's Esper, everybody. What do we say to Esper? Boo. We say boo, Esper. Esper fucking blows. Yeah, I'm better. Not a little better. I'm a lot better. So that's the good news. Let's try it. Let's try this first. I have a feeling he's gonna wipe me. Nope, he said no thank you. I'm supposed to go to the hospital 101. Do you know what I decided instead of going to the hospital? I said, I'll just stay in my bed for 24 hours and shake so violently that I wonder if my bones are going to snap. Good job, Lord Sephiroth. Your game's coming out soon, by the way. Or is it already out? Max, we're gonna have to have you listen when we get some more information about this Final Fantasy set. We'll have to have you back on the podcast because I don't think fucking Numbskull knows anything about Final Fantasy. I know, but I don't know about the new games as much. I didn't play fucking. I didn't play 16. What's the one that just came out? I didn't play that. I haven't played a lot of the new ones. I know the old ones that I played when I was in middle school. Also known as the good ones. You know what I mean? The good ones. You get what I'm fucking saying. Alright, let's push in here. And the one I know the most about, any Ivalice. You give me Ivalice, you know what's up already. I got you on Ivalice. Anything besides that is we might have a problem. I know 7. I know a lot of 7. I used to know more about 8. I don't really know 8 that well anymore, to be honest. Let's be 100% honest with each other. I don't know that fucking much about 8. Squall, Quistis Trip. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't know anything. You know what I mean? Like I know something about it. Tactics is the boss. Tactics is by far the boss. Like, We know that. That's search your library for what blah 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 outside the game and do some real point in your hand. It's Sunfall. All right, so what's up, the Villager? 8 was weird. Tactics is by far the best Final Fantasy there is, story-wise. I'll put War of the Lions up story-wise. Up there with anybody. Seven's story is good. So the remake, I feel like, is getting the theme wrong. Hey, what's up, 1983 T-Dog? I also like, listen, I like, what were we talking about? Cecil the Dark Knight? That was my dude. We're talking about Kefka and his crazy-ass fucking bit-crush laugh. That shit was scary when you were fucking 9 years old. You weren't expecting to hear that. The whole fucking world explodes and fucking Magitech armor and shit. I know about all that. Like, I know the old ones. You know, Crystal Chronicles and all that, and the fucking, you know, I've been there. I don't know it that well. I played them though. I'm not gonna lie, it was through an emulator, but I did it. Mirel. Let's get rid of Destroy Evil. I don't feel like I need that right away. That's my brother-in-law's favorite. He loves 6, aka 3. That's his jam. I can't believe they made a 4-4 for 3. That fucking sucks. Oof. Kefka. Kefka's a fucking clown. He is a fucking evil clown, and he's scary, dude. Kefka's fucking weird, man. Dude's not normal. Let's just be honest about it. We're all adults here. Kefka's fucking a freaky dude, man. He's a freaky deaky dude. And then he just fucking wins. He just fucking wins the game and the world explodes. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, he's a good villain, dude. He really is. He's a great villain. Helping Hand. There we go. Stalwart, Spear Tail. I think I got this guy. Yeah. And believe it or not, I'm one of the few people, I really like 9. Maybe 9 hit me right at the age that it needed to, but I played 9 maybe when I was like 15. And Zidane and the fucking airships, the Bahamut Alexander fight, man, that was my like the anime music videos of all that. That was my jam right there. That was my jam. That's probably one of the best cutscenes in my opinion. Garnet Till Alexandros the 16th, or she's the 9th. Garnet Till Alexandros aka Dagger. Star Ocean, the remake. Love Phantasy Star, the ability to play as your children, a storyline picking up the adventure. I never really got into Phantasy Star. Do you want to know what Phantasy Star I played? I played Phantasy Star Online on the fucking Dreamcast. Back when you used to actually be able to plug the Dreamcast into the fucking internet. Remember that? And you could actually play it with like online people. Phantasy Star Online. That was the first real exposure I had to Phantasy Star. I liked Phantasy Star. It was fun. I mean, you gotta remember, I was like, what? I was like 12? I thought that shit was awesome, you know. Star Ocean. Star Ocean's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Star Ocean's fucking good. It's good, guys. Let's just... I don't have the patience for it. You know what sucks? As my life has gone on, I have less and less patience for these games. Like, I can't play them anymore as much. I get bored. It fucking sucks. I just don't have the patience to sit there and grind through levels like that anymore, man. Xenogears, oh man. The story of Xenogears, probably one of the best. We're talking about Deus. What was Deus that came? The great bioweapon Deus. I'm spoiling a 20-year-old game, so just watch out for that. In case you were interested in what happens in this 20-year-old game. Palantir Orthanc. Alright. I'm going to... lose life. Oof. That was on your 2 playlist, now it's ruined. It has a really good story, and it has amazing music. This dude is doing pigs and palantirs. Alright, he's gonna exile that. I think he's dead, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just lost the game. Sorry, Spoom 3. I'm sorry, Xenogears that came out. Xenoblade, on the other hand, I don't know. No. When did Xenogears come out? 1998. So, it came out 27 years ago. So I'm sorry if I spoiled it. People are getting too crazy. Can I segue into another rambling rant, an old man rant here? People are too fucking nuts about the spoiler stuff, man. People are getting way too wild about. I said something the other day about some old ass fucking movie, and someone was like, "Oh, spoilers, thanks, man." I was like, "That movie's 20 years old, dude. I don't know what you want." Like, spoilers have to do with like movies that came out like within the past year. I'll give you even out 2 to 5 years, but if I'm talking about like I'm talking about some movie and I'm like, yeah, you know, Back to the Future, where you know, I think that's what it was. Somebody was talking about Back to the Future, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's crazy that they X, Y, Z, and I can't even remember what I said about Back to the Future. And they're like, oh, thanks for spoiling it. I'm like, bro, Back to the Future came out so long ago, man. If you haven't watched it yet, dude, you're not gonna watch it. Like, you were not planning on watching that, dude. Why is my phone alarm going off? Guilty Gear. You mean Xenogears and Xenoblade. Guilty Gear is I love Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear does not apologize for being weird. Xenoblade is just, it's like Pokemon with anime girls who are swords, is from what I understand. At least that's what Donkey told me, and I trust Donkey. Probably going to have a direct removal. We'll see. He does not. Shocking, this guy doesn't have direct removal. That's what Donkey said, and he's usually pretty good about this kind of thing. He's going to play direct. Nice. All right, so we crapped out here. We flooded with 50% mana draw on 2 fucking things right here. All right, I don't know what the fuck that is. What does this do? Night of Sweet Revenge. We'll kill it. Oh, you can fucking have that. You don't get that. That's like being upset about when you hear, like, Star Wars. Be like, yeah, you know, Darth Vader's Luke's father. Like, people get upset about that nowadays. Well, I haven't watched Star Wars yet. Bro, if you haven't watched Star Wars yet and you're an adult, you were never going to watch Star Wars. It just wasn't going to happen. You're lying to me at that point. If you're an adult person who has not watched Star Wars yet and you don't want it spoiled, I don't know what to tell you, man. I got a dude mad at me in chat because I said I really like the new Batman movie. And I really liked how they did the Riddler in it. And he was like, oh, well, thanks for spoiling the movie for me. And I said, how did I spoil the movie for you? He's in the previews. He's on the poster. And they're like, well, I don't watch any of that. I don't watch the posters. I don't look at the poster. I don't look at the trailer. I'm like, so how do you pick the movie out? Like when you're picking your tickets, like you just know the name. You have never seen any of the promotional, like it wasn't a secret. It's the Riddler's the bad guy in it. Like, rat combo. Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. But he keeps killing my shit and I keep drawing mana, so we're having trouble here. Listen, I like Star Trek and I like Star Wars. I like both. They're both very good. They're good for different reasons. I like the more acrobatic Batman that was younger. I mean, he was younger. That's the problem. He looked like he was... I know Pattinson's a little older than that, but he looked like he was, maybe in his 20s, you know? He wasn't like this grizzled older guy like Batfleck. It's a good deck, by the way. This deck, very cool. I just flooded out real bad. Yeah, they just fucking gave me nothing, and he also hit 80,000 pounds of removal, so... It's Wall of Fire, what do you expect? I really like that movie. It's probably one of my favorite Batman movies. Yeah, it's probably before Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. It's really good, man. It just gets it. It gets the character. Oh, enjoy, man. Go watch the ninjas. Greninja. So one of the things that I really like about Batman is cool, but also Batman is scary. And they almost present him as scary to the audience as well, so you understand why people are scared of Batman. And that's kind of the whole point of Batman, is that he's frightening to criminals. And they really bring up that idea of fear, why he strikes fear into people, and why he's as scary. Yeah, and I think that's overlooked because we all think that Batman's cool, but what he really is frightening. I like the Bat that laughs. He's a little bit played out at this point. I feel like they overdid him a little bit too much. I have a feeling this is going to be my fairy deck. No, it's not. Okay. Let's put down Baird, Agravian Recruiter. Boom, 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 boom. Zen Llama. Invasion Tree. Oh, thank you, man. All right, does he have a wipe? Show me potato salad. No, that's not it. It can exile people's lands? That doesn't seem right. If you've milled a land, I can say lose all the fucking swamps in the rest of your deck? That seems too powerful. That doesn't seem right. Huh. It did. It's a very good movie. Let's take a look. Exile a cards. Yeah, exile a card. Yeah. So a card. So you have to have at least CMC 6 in your graveyard. Then you need to have at least one of their basic lands in their graveyard. It doesn't get rid of the lands that are already on the land, that are already on the board. Here's the thing about that. That's not that impressive because I feel like they would already had all the mountains they need by turn 5 or turn 6. I don't feel like that's... You might be doing them a favor at that point. Let's do Helix. Drop Helix. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to top Dark Knight, but it's definitely, I think it's better than Dark Knight Rises, if I'm being honest. Nisa Resurgent. So what is this? A mill? What is this? Something in the way. Something about to break. Something in the way. Zosomancer. I wonder if this guy is a Pink Floyd fan. No, Led Zeppelin fan. Sorry, I get them. See, Degenerate Hours, he had my back right there, man. When somebody goes, something in the way. You got to do the backup. What is he going to play? Direct removal? Direct removal. Damn, Deadly Cover-Up is in paper is 30 cents. He's getting rid of all my recruitment officers. That's a little odd. Sure. You get the one out of my hand. Great. I get to draw a card because of that. There's Ojer. You should swing, dude. Nisa, you should swing in. It'd be really cool. I don't think there's a one-drop removal that'll get rid of that. He's going in. He's going to take the hit. Boom. Pop. Ojer. Okay. Deadly Cover-Up? Maybe? He hasn't played that many cards. Go for the throat. He's got to pay that. He's going to kill that. Okay. Swing in, man. I don't want you to block. Poison Dart Frog. Cool. Swing in, bro. Don't be scared. Okay, so basically all I need to do is... I don't feel like he could kill me next turn. He doesn't have the mana to make a death touch. So he's at least taking that. Alright, yeah. So basically... I mean... He could... No, he can't even board wipe. There's Skyfisher Spider. Destroy target something. If you do destroy target something else, what is he going to do? Destroy that. Okay. Watch this. This is why I like Helping Hand. Wabango. Oh, yeah. And in Pakal, you's a bad bitch. Add jail. There we go. Chalupa. Chalupa's my go-to order at Taco Bell. I don't much like Taco Bell. My girlfriend loves it. Snow fucking loves Taco Bell. Loves the shit out of it. She had to cut it out though. She had to cut back. Something in the way. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we made it to Diamond 3. That's pretty cool. So what is everybody thinking about this new set? I'm kind of curious how everyone feels about the new set. Sneaky good? You think it's sneaky good, Xaver? It's okay. Sucks for drafting like some of the cards. You know, it's a shame that you say that because I think it was built for drafting. It was 100% built for drafting because they're trying to make people buy play packs or whatever they're called now. Has more playable cards than originally thought. Lots of utility pieces. I think it's a utility set. I don't think there's any standouts. I think there's supports. New set doesn't feel like much staying power to me. I haven't seen much newness in standard. Doesn't help that so many sets are legal. Yeah, I mean, discarding the problem again. Okay, so it's not an Ixalan. Ixalan was a fucking was a game changer, to be like legit what you would call a game changer. Like it changed the game. You had dino sets, you had fucking pirates, you had vampires, you had all kind of crazy shit. And we're not there, obviously. We're not there. War Leader's Call and Case of the Getaway seem strong. I do that. We like have Case of the Unopened Feast or whatever it's song called. That is pretty cool. That's a fun one. Case of the Uneaten Meal, or because now we have a life gain post rotation. We have a post rote life gain. Let's push. All right. Big time wipe right here. Here it comes. Big time wipe. Come on, give me that Sunfall. What are we taking bets on? We taking Sunfall, Depopulate, or are we taking Farewell? We got Sunfall. There we go. And we're going to go Sleepy. And then we're going to do that. Man, I got too much mana in this deck, huh? This deck just shits out mana like crazy, huh? This is a fucking miserable time right here. You already see this dude right here? This is miserable. This is a horrible, miserable experience for every human being involved. There's some more mana. What do I got to take out of mana or something, man? 14 cards in. I'm at 7-8. 14 out of 8. It's a more than 50% draw rate right there. Counterspell? Probably. Nope, he's just gonna let it happen. It hit. Alright. Now he's gonna do fucking Farewell or Sunfall or... no, Farewell's banned, but he's gonna do that other one. What's it called? White Sun's Twilight, or who knows? Bros! What's happening here, bros? What's good? What's really good, man? Okay. Let's do it. Tink. 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 Farewell is rotated out of Alchemy. I'm actually in the Alchemy set. Tomek shuts down Mono Red. Snarling Gorehound really helps smooth draws. And 10th District Hero takes advantage of Surveil. I do want to... 10th District Hero's on my to watch list. Yeah, that's part of the joy of... There's the second Sunfall. We're going to give him the old fucking sleepy emoji, and then we're going to hit concede. Because, honestly, I'm not sitting here for 30 fucking minutes while this dude plays with himself. I'm not doing it. Part of the reason to play Alchemy Q. Dee. Something in the way. Underneath the bridge. Me on the coma pants. Jay, don't be so mean. Control players are people too, allegedly. Nickelodeon. What's up, Cookies? And quite possibly even stream. Well, whatever. Never mind. Do 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 do. And I forget just what a something, something, something. Don't know the words. Oh well, whatever, never mind. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Do Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. When did you come in? Did you come in with the fucking raid, Buggerman? That's probably why I didn't see you. If you came in with the raid, no way I'm gonna fucking see you. Also, there's a lot of people here tonight. Let me see when you saw this. Oh, yeah, you came in when I was talking about Final Fantasy. There's a chance that I'm gonna miss that. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Now apparently that my entire brand is wrapped up into me saying fucking Buggy Man. That's what people remember. They're like, oh yeah, Jay, the guy that goes Buggy Man, 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 Buggy Man. Let's do this. Baird, Agravian Recruiter. He's got so much delicious agravy. He makes his own agravy. All right, let's do that. So, Francis Bean, Kurt Cobain's kid, and Tony Hawk's son are like together, and I think that's really funny. And someone was like, they're gonna go make the coolest white person ever. And that's pretty good when you think about it. Do I want to go whole hog on this guy? Fuck it, we'll go whole hog. I don't give a shit. Can you imagine being like, yeah, my grandpas are Tony Hawk and Kurt Cobain? That's pretty wild. I'd have to say. To be like, yeah, those are my grandparents. Those are my two grandpas. It's Tony Hawk and Kurt Cobain. Good game. Rem Corollas, I don't have that much burn in it. No, it's not. Maybe I already have a lot of 3-drops, so I was thinking about putting a Daybreak Cavalier, and that I don't think that's gonna be. I thought about it, but we're kind of going more go wide. But they're Rem Corollas is a secret, man. If you're doing Boros Burn, that's the guy to do. That's the man to see. Because there's a man going around taking names. Right. My brain is functioning a lot better today, so I'm happy for that. I'm glad about that. What's with kids today wearing a Nirvana shirt, not knowing the band, and not just a clothing line? Hey, what's up, Joe? Feel like seeing the same thing standard. They're bots. Skibbity. T-Gyat. If I'm playing against control decks, 50% chance I'll just concede. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I mean, if I see that it's just a farewell city, I'm probably gonna just go, okay, you can have that, man. I'm nothing. Yeah, I mean, people like the idea of Nirvana. It's become it's permeated the culture so deeply, perforated. Did I just make a new word? That it's just a statement. It just means cool. Which I imagine that Kurt Cobain would probably hate that. I mean, he appeared on the cover of Rolling Stone, and his shirt said, "I fuck record companies" or something like that. What was the one that he had? I can't imagine he'd be too happy about it, but because I'm not even sure he really liked being famous from Nirvana. Like, period. So. Corporate rock sucks. Is that what it said? All right, so this guy's mono red just did not work. Corporate magazines still suck. Yeah, that's what he wore on his shirt on the cover of Rolling Stone. Corporate magazine still sucks. Yeah. So when you're like, Rolling Stone's like, hey, we want to take a picture of you for the cover. And you're like, your magazine is fucking dumb and I hate it. It's pretty punk rock, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I think he just wrote that on his shirt with a Sharpie, if I remember correctly. Cannibal Grandma. That's awesome right there. It's good stuff. Texas Twister, how you doing, man? Ozzy is a grandpa, too. Listen, the way I look at it, I'm gonna take the non-doomerist approach. The way I look at it, if it helps, if somebody wearing a Nirvana shirt, and then they're like, I wonder what this is. They're like, I like wearing this Nirvana shirt. I like it's just its vibe. I just dig it, you know, whatever. And then one day they go, well, it is a band. I wonder what their music is like. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll look it up. And then they look up Heart-Shaped Box. And then they look up Smells Like Teen Spirit. And, you know, Something in the Way. And then they listen to All of In Utero, you know, at night in their bed, just laying there. And then they like, all right, I get it. So, you know, maybe it's a way. Maybe it's a way for us to get people into the scene, you know? Maybe that's something. The Cybertronic Sphere. Maybe it's even something in the way. Something in the way. There's the War Leader's call. Tribute to the World Tree. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I am going to... There was a band called the Polyphonic Spree that had like 15 members in it, and they looked like a cult. You guys remember Polyphonic Spree? Conjure card. I don't work elves onto the battlefield. Okay. They were a cult? Polyphonic Spree was a cult? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, they were just a band. Oh, I got some Gemeralds. Thunder Treefolk, Threefold Thunderhulk. Okay. All right, we're only 800 Gemeralds away from getting the Mastery Pass, which is pretty cool. Oh, they're still doing a tour. Coral Rock Band from Texas. They do look like a cult. Like a lot. 12 musicians, yeah. Guys, I think I've made my point with this deck. I'm almost at Diamond 2. I pulled the... You want to see what not having a fever does to a brain? I'll show you real quick. Okay, so this is me playing when I don't have a fever. All right, there you go. Okay, this is me playing when I do have a fever. So that's Fever Town. That's not Fever Town. Fever, not fever. So a little better. Feeling a little less brain fried right there regarding that one. But I think I'm going to leave this deck right here for tonight, guys. I think I made my point with it. I think that they're quite, it was quite good. When I finally got my brain around it and started working on it and get it just about right. And also playing it in Alchemy Ladder, I think really helped too. It works great. It doesn't even really need its cool combo trick. It just needs to do what it does and does what it do. So, stream's not over, but the video is. Until next time, I've been Villainy, and you've been great. Bye-bye. That's the end of the video. It's not the end of the stream. We're going to try this mono green deck that I just built real quick here. You built your historic land splash with Deadly Cover-Up? That sounds pretty good. Is it good or what? What's the deal? All right, let's do Root Wire. Historic Land Smash. Is he gonna put like Antagonize? Yeah, he is. Monstrous Rage. Monstrous Rage, for whatever reason, reminds me of old-timey ways of speaking. It sounds like something you would say, like read in like a book from the 1800s, and you would hear somebody be like, and he looked and upon his brow was writ the most monstrous rage, and indeed the most dire report that could have been whatever. Like, I feel like it's a very florid and romantic way of describing something. Let's do that. Hit. Alright. He cannot kill this. Can't be done. I can put him face down for 3. Wonder how... Can he do 6 damage to me right now? Gonna do 2. Gonna do 2. Alright. And 2. There you go. Naturally, right out the gate, he's just got fucking bullets and bullets and bullets. Bullets and bullets and bullets. I'm willing to lose a little ground to get this mono green off the thing, but okay, Op goes first. See, that's I need to go first, man. Oh, see, this is not okay. Come on. Come on, game. This is not okay. Put me against a slow ass green deck, puts me against mono red twice. Let's put him down. Maybe he'll chew up a yeah, I figured it's gonna chew up a thing. Okay, fiery. Alright. Getting crazy with the cheese whiz, too. He's gonna swing. Blazing Crescendo. Boom. Boom. Monstrous Rage, probably. Boom. 7 damage. And a 2 bang. Right there goes. So, 2 mono red burners in a row against my mono green. I mean... Matchmaker bros. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? I can't beat mono red with this deck. Like, not like this, dude. Like, that's ridiculous matchup. That's just ridiculous. What am I supposed to do with that? Blue. This is a fucking awful opener. Good lord. Alright. We'll get rid of one of those. I'm on the fucking draw again. Mono red? Yep, mono red. I can't do nothing, guys. I can't fucking beat mono red, man. Not on the fucking draw. Fucking hell, dude. What am I supposed to do here? Just give me any other fucking deck and put me on the play. I just want to see how it works, man. Like, I legit just want to see how the deck works. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. I just want to see how the fucking deck works, man. Please, I'm begging you. Just show me how the deck works. I just want to see how the fucking mechanics work, dude. This is fucking wild, man. Three mono reds in a row, guys. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm fucking burnt, man. What in the fuck am I even supposed to do here, bro? He's got me. He's got me right there. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to shoot it against or he's going to do it that way. It doesn't really matter anyways. Immediately, just fucking butchered. Just fucking butchered like an animal, that man. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Thank you for following, Zirin. Thank you for following, Zano Torres. Holy shit, guys. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to even say to that, man. I don't know what to do. What do I even play? Do I play mono red? I can't play green. It's basically just the game told me you can't play green. Don't fucking put a green deck together. Period. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, period. Just don't think about it. Don't try to do it. Just fuck that shit. Just don't do it. Don't play fucking don't play green. Holy shit, man. That is wild. I've never had that happen. I've never just hit 3 in a row and just immediately get fucking just slaughtered like an animal. I'm going to go 4. Let's try. Why not? At this point, why not? This is the last time I'm going to play it. I go first. Okay. I go first at the very least. You learned that lesson at your RCQ. What's up, Goblin Druid? You put together a Goblin deck yet? Okay. All right, we're matched with the green dude. Look at this. Okay. We're matched with the green dude. All right. Golgari Fungus. I gotta get to the Golgari Fungus again. I gotta get to Golgari. I have not touched Golgari yet. That's gonna be a good one. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's push. Hit. Pop. Okay. Nice. And he said no thank you. Okay. Okay. As black is good. If you're familiar. By the way, guys, the two of you that just walked in, Zono and Zyron, you all know me from YouTube? Or are you just coming in randomly to just say hello? Because if you don't know me from YouTube, I'm a YouTuber who streams. I'm not a streamer who YouTubes. You got to do it the other way around. I'm a YouTuber who streams. All right? That's where all my decks go. We already filmed tomorrow's tomorrow's video, which is going to be pretty cool. But I wanted to get some mono green in. You found me on YouTube? Well, fantastic. Love to hear that. Okay. This is... I'll try this. I'll try. I mean, he's probably going to burn it out, but why not? Yeah, he's going to burn it out, naturally. Yeah, okay, so we got another situation here, boys. We got another situation here where it's just mono red. That's not gonna fucking work. Again. Our creature fights. Okay. Flourishing, I think this is underrated, by the way. Something that is equal to the power and toughness that you put out. I think that's underrated. Gotta keep them underrated. Hey, hey. Listen what I say. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. The Land Smash deck is doing good? That's awesome, dude. So this guy's just going to fucking burn me out here. Hit, and he's going to kill me. He just hit 2 Ren's Resolve on back-to-back there. That's all I'm running into, boys. That's all I'm running into is fucking red here. I might have to take it into standard. Because it's just lining me up with red right now. That's out of the five games that I've played, 4 of them have been mono red. Just so we're clear. Just so we're 100% clear on it. I played 5 games. 4 of them were mono red. The one that wasn't mono red, I won. All the other ones I lost. I'm going to try it in standard. We'll see what happens. If I lose, I lose. I probably will lose because we're going to get board wiped to death, but I just don't want to play mono red anymore. That's the main thing. That's the main thing that I want, is to just not have that happen to me. The 2-drop Golgari Roots, yeah, I got to work on that Golgari Roots. My brain was not functioning high enough to figure out the Golgari Roots des yet, so... That's a shit opener. That's not a good opener, guys. I think this might be a bad opening deck, man. I think this might just be a deck that doesn't have a good early the front end. Mono red? Well, Boros, I guess, technically. What does Tomic do? You keep talking about Tomic. Tomic, wielder of law. Yeah, this dude's gonna whip the shit out of me right here, dude. He is gonna whip the absolute shit out of me. With fucking 2 mana. My man fucking broke it down. He broke it down sexual style right there. He busted it down fucking sexual style right there, man. With 2 fucking mana, that dude beat the fucking shit out of me. Look at that. Beautiful. Love to see it. Look at that. 3 fucking mana. Beat the fucking dog shit out of me. Look at that, man. Yeah, this green fucking sucks. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best with these hasty greens or this new stompy shit. They fucking suck, man. Holy shit. So Tomic, wielder of law. Whenever an opponent casts with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and a planeswalker you control, that opponent loses 3 life and you draw a card. I don't really see how that's that fantastic. I mean, you're telling me it's fantastic, but I don't really see how that's, like, the best. Alright, let me try to get my throne back here. Scuffle Deluxe, holy shit. Holder of many tournaments that I'm always too busy to attend. The weekend's the worst time for me. Scuffle Deluxe. Fellow VTuber. Would you say, I mean, Xavier, you're saying that, you're saying that that's just, it's the bee's knees? I'll have to try him if you believe in him that much. If this dude puts out a mountain, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Okay, Llanowar Wastes. Alright. It's ramp. Mono black ramp here. I mean, not mono black. Okay. It's... Oop. Don't attack with your fucking... mana rocks. Okay. Surveil one. Juggernaut Peddler. Who's he gonna take? Oger? I'm gonna take Oger. Go for it. Wabango. Tango. Bango. Alright. And he's out of there. All right. All right. Gorehound. All right. I'll have to take your word for it. All right, we're back at tier 3. I think that was our message. Getting our shit whipped like that was our message. Hey, Len. Maybe don't play the green tonight, bro. Don't try the fucking tuna tonight, man. What does fucking Gorehound do? Alright. Gorehound. I've heard of this guy. I've seen him played against me. Menace, dog menace. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, surveil 1. So you're talking about small creature. I like him in menace. So Orzhov, Zavrits, I just gotta see your deck, Zavrits. Thank you for coming, by the way, Scuffle Deluxe, fellow VTuber extraordinaire. Please go follow them. Scuffle Deluxe. Scuffle, scuffle. All right. I do want to build. I got time before the shakedown breakdown. We got our mission done pretty quick. By the way, Ansrag, too hard to make work, bro. I wish it were wish it twere not so. But I've been disappointed with Slimes Against Humanity, and I've been disappointed with and I've been disappointed with Ansrag. Ansrag is just, you can get infinite loop attacks. I've done it. I got the attack where I attack, they block, I get another attack, I block, I kill that one, I get another attack, I block. Like, I had an invincible Ansrag. So I literally put in what's it called? Tivar's whatever on Ansrag, and I had an invincible Ansrag with trample that could attack infinitely. So they could either take the damage or block it, and for whatever reason they kept trying to block it, and it just I got 3 attack rounds, and I eventually just battered him to death. That's cool. It's very cool. It's a neat trick. It fucking barely ever works, and mostly it just gets killed right away. So I think your best bet is to build it around a very good aggro. Like, honestly, your best bet with Ansrag, put it into an already existing Boros Gruul Dinosaurs. That's it. Don't build a deck around him. He's not a primary deck guy. Like, I think, who was it saying Zavrits before? A few people were saying before, this is not a build around this is not a build around set. This is a support set. You use them as support trusses all around your shit. You hold everything up. That's kind of the idea. In my opinion, you are kind of there to, everything is supposed to hold everything else up. It's just to support the stuff. Kind of like how Eldraine was. It was hard to build Eldraine stuff. You mostly just used it to support things, you know. What about dead scales? Well, we did skeletons. We got this new Curse of the Case skeleton. Curse of the Sketch skeleton. We might have some skeleton action here. The Case for Tutor. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of good ones. So what if we did a Skelebros? What if we did a Skelebros? Watch this. If we did Case of the Stash Skeleton, and then we did Uchenbach the Great Mistake, Hunted Bone Brute, and Corpse of the Lost, we could put Cult Conscript. Uchenbach. Skelebros. Who else is skeleton-esque that would appreciate what we're doing here? 8 or more. Vigilance. Why don't we do Menace? Menace. If this was a Menace deck. Gorehound. Stalactite Stalker. Visage of Dread. Reveals their hand. You choose an artifact. Player discards. Grafted Butcher. Enters the battlefield. I like the Menace idea because Case of the Stash Skeleton makes a suspicious skeleton. You get to search your library for a card. What card would help these Skelebros a lot? What, when stuff dies, the Skelebros would appreciate it? He's a Menace too. Massacre Girl, perhaps. Would she be a good spot for it? Not a skeleton, but Massacre Girl. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Create a wicked roll. Ayara's Oathsworn. If we really focused on Menace, yeah, I already got that in there, Acoustic Girl. Oh yeah, it's in there. Wait, Skeleton Crew? You mean Corpses of the Lost? Skeleton Crew. I don't see Skeleton Crew. Throne of the Grin Captain, but I don't have that. Visage of Dread, I mean. We could put some discard in it. Your 2/2 that doesn't allow your opponent to heal. What is that? You're going to have to give me more on that. Must be a commander only card. I think that you are correct. It may be commander only. And the Pirates Recon. The Numbest of Skulls. Oh my goodness. We're catching raids tonight, guys. I hope you all enjoy catching raids with me. We're going to all catch raids together. The Numbest of Skulls. Speaking of skulls, we're doing a Skelebros deck. That 2/2 that doesn't allow your opponent to heal. I don't know. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Nice, good Knights of Dust Shadow, yeah. There you go. The Numbest of Skulls. Can't even get number than this skull right here, boys. Well, I sure love using black. I'll tell you what, man. Nothing makes me happier than seeing black in the deck. Yeah, I sure do love using fucking black cards. Lord mercy, I do. They're so good. Fanatic Offering, I think, is going to be an interesting one. Tithing Blade. Craft. Corpses of the Lost. I'm kind of curious as to see what that card you're talking about. I just want to see it. So hold on one second. Let me put down Historic Brawl. Skeleton Crew? I've never even heard of this card. No, there doesn't exist a card called Skeleton Crew, even for Commander. Resistant Specimen, we'll get rid of that. Big Black Decks. All right, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. How was your night, Numbskull? I'm Diamond 2. I'm Diamond 3. Skeleton Crew. Yeah, I think it's Commander only. Skeleton Pirate. Yeah, each other skeleton you control that's a skeleton or pirate gets a +1/+1. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black skeleton pirate creature token. This ability only triggers once. Return Skeleton Crew from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Interesting. Whoops. Greedy Freebooter. Might not be a bad idea. Suspected. You control no suspected skeletons. What if we did a silly thing here? What if we really went silly with it? What if we got crazy with the Cheese Whiz? And just fucking Acklazotz the shit out of this deck. And we just Acklazotz the fuck out of it. Chart a course. Okay. Turn the Whiz upside down. Treaded on water lately? Okay. I'm really interested in your Orzhov. Are we going to do an Orzhov deck for the council? That Orzhov Kaya deck? Acklazotz me harder. Yeah, I think it is going to be interesting. Corpses of the Lost. And you may pay 1 life. If you descended this turn, return it. Murder Karlov Manor. Okay. Deduce, drawing a card, investigate. Prof's eidetic memory, curious inquiry. Crime Stopper Sprite. Had to break down and include some meta cards to get the win rate up. That's okay. It doesn't have to be all fucking new. You know what I mean? Flash gets +1/+1 and flying, gains hexproof. That's actually not a bad card. That's actually not a bad card. Forensic Researcher, Out Cold, Lazov, Exile Graveyard, Errata, Deadly Fugitive, Fairy Snoop, Curious Cadaver, Zombie Detective. Interesting. From a graveyard to your hand. Not a great card. I have so many of those Undercity Sewers. Drag the Canal. Create a 2/2 white and blue detective. If a creature died this turn, you gain 2 life, surveil 2, then investigate. Oh my goodness. Surveillance Monastery, Camelot, Cage of the Fifth, Filch Falcon, Curious Inquiry, Props Identity Matter, Reasonable Knowledge, Cryptic Coat. Can't be blocked. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Reasonable Doubt. Let's try some Reasonable Doubt in here, just for funsies. Thank you, man. That was a good call, man. We can't let the plebes get a hold of that deck. It's too good. We can't get the plebs. Can't let them have it. Combat Research. Chart a Course. Curate. Alright, let's do that. And let's just do some Destroy on the back end. This is a weirdo deck. I like it, though. I want to run weirdo decks. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Why not, you know? We're supposed to run weirdo decks, bro. That's what life's all about. Cruel Cut, Long Goodbye. This ability. Oh, why do they have to put Ward on there? They had to say, yeah, and it also applies to Ward. Don't do that, man. Don't tell them. Don't give the game away. You know how many people I've had try to affect something and then it gets counterspelled with Ward? It's so fun. It's so enjoyable. Alright, let's try this piece of shit. Just out of curiosity. Skeletal's curiosity. Wait, I totally forgot Caverns. You almost let me get away with it, guys. You almost let me get away with going in with a fucking raw-ass fucking basic lands in there. Oof. Damn. Can't never trust chat, man. It's always the ones closest to you, you know what I mean? Always the ones closest to you that'll betray you in the end. Restless Reef, Undercity Sewer. We'll do a couple Dismal Backwaters. No, Dismal Backwaters is not the right one. We want to do Underground Rivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Cav. Oh. And then we do 3 Cavernous Souls. 1, There we go. Oh, well, there we go. I really haven't even played with what's that thing called yet? Kaya. I have not done any Kaya stuff. I like her. I like when she's tokeny more than she's tricky. I think that Kaya the Hero, or whatever that one was, OP as fuck. Whatever, she had like hexproof and she was indestructible and nothing could ever affect her for any reason forever. I think that was a little bit OP, but you know, Who am I? I'm just some asshole, you know. Boof. Surveil. Yeah, we'll put it. You can come back from the dead. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Boom. Worsto man. Okay. How's about we say I'm not gonna let you discard me to death, my dude. Okay, I'll do Underground River. Boof, boof, boof. Direct removal. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here goes the cut down. He's debating it. He's debating it. He's debating it masterfully right here. He is absolutely having a masterful debate right here. You can't even imagine how masterful this debate is. Oof. Okay, he decided to take 3 damage. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know. Did he make the right choice? That'll decide. He decided afterwards. He said, okay. He said, after everything that I've considered here, I do want to kill him. So, yeah, he did. Only if a non-skeleton creature died this turn. Well, that's not that great. Okay, so curate. This is going to be funny. They can call this guy fucking Uchenbach the Great Mistake all we want. But everybody know that this is Gravelord Nito, right? Like, who are we kidding here? This is Gravelord Nito. Right? Look at this dude. Here, I'll turn that off for you. Like, come on. Oh, it's Uchenbach. It's legally distinct. Come on, man. They could have called him something. They could have just been like, oh, that's Otinai, the Death Lord. Like, okay, dude. We don't need to go through all that. We know what it is, right? Oh, is he gonna do now? Is he got a kill card? Oh, here it goes. Put his top of the library. Alright, he's gonna keep knocking it back. There he goes. Oh my god, Dark Souls 1. I never played Dark Souls 1. I started with 3. Holy shit, that's a fucking hard game. Like, and I was like, well, I've played Sekiro. I know from heart. Like, I know hard games. Like, I'm not no fucking chump. I ain't no scrub, you know what I mean? How did anybody even play that game? Like, even looking up hints and tips on the internet. Like, how did anybody even play that fucking game? How did you get anywhere? I picked the Knight, which is probably my problem. Like, I've beaten Elden Ring. I beat fucking Dark Souls 3. I beat fucking Sekiro. I never played Dark Souls 2, because why would I? I beat Bloodborne. I beat a lot of non-From Software ones on hard mode, you know. Beat both Remnants. The only one I played was Dark Souls 1. Got halfway through and never went back. It is a hard game. And it is, like, mentally difficult. Because a lot of this shit can't even be cheesed. You just have to have the patience to out-fucking last things. Like, you literally have to spend 2 minutes trying to get in position, hit somebody, and you got to do that over and over and over again. Like, that's what the genius of Elden Ring is. Elden Ring is hard, but it's fun hard. It seems to me like this is just bad hard. Like it's just not fun hard. cool. I mean, it's all right there on the screen, you know what I mean? As far as the original Dark Souls, I can't imagine how hard Demon Souls is. Good lord. All right, so this is Esper. We're going to have the worst game of our life. You see Faithful Mending? You see Esper? This is going to be the worst game you've ever played in your whole life. Ever. It's until you're dead. It's going to be the worst game. Boof, boof. Surveil 2, draw a card. I actually want that first. Alright, very nice. Target player mills 4 cards. He wants to mill 4 cards. He's trying to Squirming Emerge is what he's trying to do. Okay. Yeah, alright. Does he have the counterspell here, boys? Does he have the counterspell? That's going to be the question. Or does he have the kill card? He can Squirming Emerge Galta, and that's what he wants to do. He's going to mill. Okay, so there is the Portal Phyrexia. So he can cast Squirming Emergence right now. Faithful Mending. There he goes. He's going to merge with Galtese. The Galtese Falcon, as I call him. Titan Industry. So this is... There's no reason to play this. This could not be more low stakes. It's unranked standard. So I don't know what you... I don't know what the point of that is. Like, why are you playing high-speed fucking top-tier Reanimator? For nothing. Just for funsies, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it because I don't find that fun. Like, you could just play that in ranked and probably get something out of it, so. I got bored of Liza P. I know that's blasphemy. I know that's like the new thing. That's the new hotness. I beat the big guy, the first boss. Then I beat those animal-headed guy. Then I beat the guy in the hotel. Then I went to the factory, and I got bored in the factory, and then I quit. I know that's only like 2 hours in, but I got bored. I was trying to parry. I don't know. There's something about it. Just, I don't know. There's other Souls like for Remnant. I love the Remnant games, even though Remnant 2 was a little bit disappointing. Remnant from the Ashes is probably one of the better Soulsborne games out there, in my opinion. Especially if you want guns. I beat Bloodborne. That was fun. I still haven't done a Great Old One run, though, yet. I do have to do that. Yeah, I did Castle, the Old Blood, Castle Morn, or whatever it's called. I did beat that. Castle Mournhold. Canehurst, there you go. What the fuck is Mournhold? I did better in Canehurst than I thought. Everyone was telling me, like, okay, Canehurst, dude. Oh, let me tell you about Canehurst. Oh, man, you know, Canehurst is... Oof. Don't go to Canehurst unless you're like a real G, you know what I mean? It wasn't that bad. Yeah, the king dude, whatever his name is. He's like a king. Yeah, he was fun. I got him in a couple of tries. I wouldn't say it took me that long to get his ass. I didn't do a covenant. I just walked out on that lady. I was just like, whatever, lady, and I left. I didn't fucking get into some sort of weird covenant with her because she's a weird lady. I ain't about that. You know what I mean? I ain't about that fucking life. Let's do that. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jesus Contreras? How you doing, man? Create a whatever token. Herd migration. He's trying to reanimate. I fought this guy before. JT the Bard. I know that name. Yeah, then when you go back, she's beaten into a pulp. I also didn't kill the Brain of Mensis. I gotta go back and I gotta kill the Brain of Mensis. I gotta get the other two. I missed an umbilical cord somewhere. Flash. Lockout. Oof. Oof. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Lord Burnmer. Alright, I'm done here. Oh, you used to be Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 Kipticus? Alright, I'm done here. This is fucking unranked, dude. Why is everybody running high-speed shit in unranked? Like, what's the point? I guess to play cards, but, like, why run, like, S-tier plus decks? You can run anything in unranked. It doesn't matter. It's unranked. Jesus Contreras. ¿Qué hora? ¿Qué onda, güey? Ay, a la verga, a la pinche. Ah. Gotta give him the traditional Mexican greeting. Known a lot of Mexicans in my life. I myself am Latino. They're just trying to get 15 wins fast. I guess, man. But give 15 wins for what reason? To get more cards to play the same deck? Like, you're not interested in brewing. What the fuck do you need the 15 wins for? You're not putting any new cards in. What the fuck do you need the new packs for? Like, that's what I mean. Get 15 wins for what? Just to do it? Like, checking in like it's a job? You're not going to put any... If you're not buying packs to put in new cards, then why are you running it? Why are you playing the game? Like, I don't understand the enchantment people. The enchantment people have been playing the same deck for 2 years. You've been enjoying playing... I don't get it. Listen, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. I personally cannot comprehend saying, I'm going to play the same deck for 2 years. It gets wins, and that's all that matters to me, is the dopamine hit when I win. There's nothing else in this game that's interesting. There's nothing else in this game that's unique that I want to engage with other than getting wins as much as possible. That's the only thing that, when it says victory on the screen, that's the only thing that flips into my head. That's the only thing that does it. Pulling off combos, trying new cards, getting interesting new hits, getting big epic comebacks, come from behind victories. None of that shit is interesting. Just pure, I will win 65% of the time, therefore I'll play this for 2 years straight. I'll come to this game every single day, and I'll play the same deck 15 times a day, every day for 600 days in a row. I don't understand that. I don't get it. If that's the case, there's... Maybe that's why I don't like Destiny or fucking League of Legends. It's the variety, man. It's the spice of life, they say. Hey, man, I just want to thank you for the Vein Ripper. You love it so much. Thank you so much, When the Crowds Are Gone. That's a cool name, man. That's a cool name, When the Crowds Are Gone. Very sinister. Oh, yes. Oh, when the crowds are gone, and the darkness grows, and the shadows grow longer, their terrible tendrils out. God, human, soldier. That's pretty cool, man. God, human, soldier. God, human, soldier. I'm glad you like the Vein Ripper deck, dude. Thank you for coming. Okay. Let's fighting love here. Let's fighting love. Let's fighting love. Hey, hell, let's go. Okay. We're gonna do shakedown breakdown in a second here. Hey, thank you for coming, TS. Boop, 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 doop. Destroy. Dun, 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 dun. Damage. Lightning Helix. Let's fighting love. Let's fighting love. Okay. Hey, hey, let's go. Inkachu. Domo Abaripe, protect my balls. Let's fighting love. Okay, guys, shakedown breakdown time. We're gonna shake it, and then we're gonna break it. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Why? Because we're running something that we theory crafted, maybe almost a week ago by now, And that is going to be the one you've been waiting for, guys. It's going to be the Boros Tokens War Leader. Yes, yes it is. Or I like to call Waros. It was the War Master's call, War Leader's call, Boros deck. It is brutal. We are running this thing, and it is getting kills. It took a little bit for it to dial it in, but right now in its current version, I went on like an 8-win run with it. I did a lot of damage with this one. It is rocketing me up diamond right now. So we're pushing diamond with this one, pushing up diamond, pushing on mythic with it. Before we get into the shakedown breakdown for it, I need you to do something for me, which is of course tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, well, I think you'll know what happens. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously rip you apart for not liking and subscribing to the channel. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to have you live and in person on Twitch, and also on YouTube. Yeah, you can hit the bell on YouTube and you'll be alerted when we go live there as well. We have YouTube chat with us right now. Check out our Discord community for all latest news and information. We'd love to have you there. Post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want this or any of the decks I build, just go right down there and you'll find them. So what are we talking about when we talk about Boros War Leader? I always think of War Master like Horus. Well, it's going to be a token aggro deck, kind of human, very heavy on the humans, but token aggro with a lot of cool combinations and some of the new stuff that we're going to be using here. We're going to be going with Helping Hand as an early play. They're going to want to kill our stuff. Absolutely. They're going to want to kill our stuff early on. They're going to want to kill it often. We're not going to really let them. We're going to try to bring stuff back, because almost every creature that we have that's going to be important is going to be 3 or less. So the fact that we can bring a 3 or less onto the battlefield tapped immediately is really good. I like to do this with Resolute Reinforcements, because she also brings another one with her. She immediately makes another 1/1 token with her, so that's pretty cool too. So Resolute Reinforcements is a really good combo with Helping Hand or Resurrecting, even as something like Anapakal. Recruitment Officer, a nice aggro human soldier early on. 1 white and 1 white mana for a 2/1, nicely aggressive there, human soldier. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with a mana 3 or less from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on your bottom of your library in a random order. So we have the ability to search up more creatures. Very useful right there, and very aggressive. Coppercoat Vanguard, guys, if you're running a human deck, if you're running any kind of deck with humans, just all around solid. I mean, I've put this in so many decks. It's an uncommon. It's 1 white and 1, 2/2. Each other human you control has +1 and ward 1. Fantastic. The more you have, the more dangerous it is. Really, really useful to put the damage down range. Now, next is going to be our removal package. I'm going to go with Destroy Evil. Which is going to be destroy target creature for toughness 4 or greater, or destroy target enchantment, so we can get rid of big creatures like that. I'm also going to split it with Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix is back in standard. You heard it here, folks. First, well, you probably didn't hear it first here, but the classic Boros spell from Ravnica, 1 white and 1 red, 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. And I want you to hear that. Any target. It can go face. You can kill someone with Lightning Helix by targeting your opponent. The fact that you can knock out any 3 power or 3 loyalty thing or kill your opponent and gain 3 life, unbelievably useful. Look at that cool arc for Lightning Helix. For only 2 mana, this is really good, guys. It's a lightning bolt with a life gain on it. Super powerful at uncommon speed. Let's throw 3 of them in there. As far as another form of removal for us right there. Resolute Reinforcements, we already talked about a little bit. 1 white and 1/1 flash. When Resolute Reinforcements enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Fantastic. Again, triggering creatures entering the battlefield is going to be the main idea because of War Leader's Call, but we're going to get to that. So we want to make as many creatures as possible. We want to generate tokens as frequently and as often as possible, because it's going to start pinging our opponent. And then we can swarm our opponent with kind of with the rest of the stuff that we have. But even just the act of entering the battlefield is going to hurt them, which is why we're also going to go with Baird, Argivian Recruiter. He is awesome. He has golden armor here, which is cool. One red, one white. Boros 2/2 human soldier, as it were. So he counts as both. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature you control with a power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So that means anything that increases power. Guess what increases power? Coppercoat Vanguard sure does. So if you have a Coppercoat and a Bear down, immediately every turn he's going to create a soldier token, which is extremely useful for us right there. So yeah, and again, create a token, do 1 damage. Anim Pakal, probably one of the best Boros cards, if not the best Boros card, arguably just the best Boros card to come out of the best Boros card to come out of Ixalan by far. 1 red, 1 white, and 1/2 human soldier. Again, a human soldier. You're seeing the theme here. Whenever you attack with 1 or more non-gnome creatures, put a 1/1 counter on Anim Pakal, then create X 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Anim Pakal. Again, another case of whenever anybody attacks that's not a gnome, so not any of her little constructs here, she gets +1/+1 counter and creates that many colorless tokens. The more we can generate, the more damage we can put down range, which is fantastic when we combine it with War Leaders. Hi, Snow. Oh, thank you for the gift, Snow. So she is fantastic. She's going to be the main engine of our deck right here. We've got to have her, and that's why we want to helping hand her back if we need her. Now, here's the combo that we're talking about, and you may have seen in my previous deck breakdown. You'll notice that my previous kind of theory crafting was is going to be different than this one. This is the best one in practice. This is the best one in practice, I think. So War Leader's Call is another new Murder at KARLOV mana card, which is 1 white, 1 red, and 1 enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Already pretty good across the board, just right there. For 3 mana, everything gets 1/1. Yes, absolutely, we'll take that. Not only that, we get this new ability, which is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, War Leader's Call deals 1 damage to each opponent, which is awesome. Okay? So that's why we want to generate those tokens. Every time Bard creates a retoken at the end of turn, that's 1 damage. Every time anybody attacks with Amin Pakal out, no matter how many 1/1 counters she has on, she will generate that many little gearhead guys, and each one of those entering the battlefield does 1 damage, which can be 3, 4, 5 damage each. Resolute Reinforcements is all of a sudden get 2 1/1 creature tokens and do 2 damage. You're seeing the combinations to pull off here. Not only that, all of these creatures that we're putting on the board are even more powerful due to the 1/1. Guys, what if we bring it up to the nth degree? What if we make it even more deadly? Let's bring in Mirel, Shield of Argive. Love her, the Lion Shield right here. 1 white and 3/4 human soldier, legendary creature. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. That's good right there, guys. That has messed me up a couple of times. People cannot cast counter spells on your turn if it's out. They can't cast removal. They can't cast instant sorcery. They can't do anything on your turn. She is locking them out. Then, when she attacks, we create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. If you'll notice something here, Amin Pakal, soldier, Baird, soldier, Resolute Reinforcements, soldier, Coppercoat Vanguard, soldier. Everything is a soldier. So even if we attack with like her and we have like 5 soldiers on the board, guess what? We're making 5 more. War Leader's Call, 5 damage. That's even before we hit. So she was kind of an oversight. I forgot to put her in earlier, but wow, for a 4-drop, she really does it. She really brings the damage. Then here's the trick. Here's the jank part that you're all waiting for. Oger, Axonil, Deepest Might, this crazy dinosaur arm, flaming sword, skull man right here. 2 red and 2 legendary creature god, trample 4/4. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than Oger Axonil's power to an opponent, that source deals power equal. That source deals damage equal to Oger Axonil's power instead. When he dies, you transform him into the Temple of Power, which adds red mana, and then you can turn him back. What does that mean, guys? That means when War Leader's Call is on the board, Oger Axonil comes out. He's a 5/5. I forgot that last time. Thank you all the people that left comments saying, you messed up, Jay. He's not a 4/4. He's a 5/5. It would be 5 damage. He would immediately throw 5 damage to your opponent. Why? Because War Leader's Call is a red source. It deals 1 damage. When 1 damage is not equal to 5, so it boosts it up to 5. War Leader's Call and Odor Axonil, any creature that enters the battlefield just with this one card and this one card deals 5 damage to your opponent. That's what it does. You play Amin Pakal, 5 damage. You attack with anything else, and Amin Pakal generates one little servo token, one little gnome token, 5 damage. Okay? You play Resolute Reinforcements, 10 damage. That's how brutal that is. That is 10 damage immediately thrown downfield. All you can do on turn 5, you could put down Odor Axonil, turn 5, play Resolute Reinforcements twice, just hold 2 of them in your hand, 20 damage. Game's over. It's over. They're just dead. Brutal, brutal combo with War Leader, Morale, all these other token generations right here. 10 plains, 8 mountains, 4 battlefield forges, 1 elegant parlour right there. I actually really like that one for the Surveil and a Restless Bivouac for you. We're looking at the stats. God, Human, Soldier, 24 creatures, 6 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 enchantments. War Leader's Call, absolutely worth it. 24 lands altogether with a 2.4 average. Did I flood a lot? Yeah, I don't think you could really get away with 24, though, with 23 lands. I think that that's going to be pretty good for our Waros deck right there. Out of building a bunch of different versions, guys, this is the best one. If you have a different version that you like more power to you, man. I'm glad that you like other versions more. This is what works for me. And you'll notice, as a bonus, this is both Alchemy and Standard Legal. It is Standard Legal. You can play it in the Standard play queue, no problem. And you can play it in the Alchemy play queue, no problem. So this is a double deck right here. It will be rotation proof on top of anything else. If you want to do something fun right here, maybe get rid of get lost for more removal. Mondrak was kind of a clunky card to get in there. I know we get double the amount of damage, but getting Mondrak and Odor and War Leader's Call just kind of screwed up the curve. So people are going to ask me, where's Mondrak? He's in the sideboard. He's not really doing too hot. Witchstalker Frenzy is not a bad one either to try to I love the armor of this guy too. The red battle skirt and the wolf skin and the armor. He's just so cool looking. Great way to get rid of a Sheldred or a big creature right there. The other one is Villainy. I actually really do like Villainy in this deck. It's actually pretty cool. Why is it giving me that delay? What's her name? Delny, yeah. So consider Delny too. Delny's actually a really cool card. I put her in the other version, so in case you're wondering what happened to her in the other version, there she is. Pretty cool card, just makes stuff very hard to block as it. So she's fun in there too. So that's what we're looking at right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. War Leader's Call with all these other combos, just absolutely eating up Diamond and probably going to help push me to Mythic. We're getting close, or hopefully we'll attack Diamond 2 here real soon. This is what it looks like. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I know people have been running into this one. They're saying, Jay, when are you going to give me our full build? Here's the full build. Here is the final build that I ended up running. Let's get into it. The Dumb Blast. How you doing, Dumb Blast? All right, guys, we're going to leave you right there, folks. I'm going to cut you loose, YouTube. Thank you, Spoom. Crowds Are Gone, TS. Matt Smith. Matt Stone. Never thought that song would stick around. Thank you so much. Adios, everyone in YouTube. Adios, everyone there. We're going to cut you off. Bye-bye. And hi,